Hey, good morning. Good morning to my fellow cartel members. Good morning, Julio, my fearless leader. Good morning, Girl Town. I just saw you on today and just kind of warmed my heart. I missed you. You're so pretty. Even with what they tried to do to you, you still came out beautiful. You can't make beautiful ugly. That's just all I got to say about that. You're a wonderful girl. And you always research your stuff. I like you. You're cool. Look, probably old enough to be your dad, but I can still have my fantasies right. Anyways, I wanted to get in today to these goddamn phone calls. I got a phone call 7 different fucking times the other day from Apple saying my iCloud account had been hacked. And after hanging up the phone 3 or 4 times screaming, I don't have an Apple account. I finally waited and I pushed one and I got to talk to their service agent. And I'm like, I explained to them the situation. I keep getting these calls and they say my Apple account. And they're like, oh, well, your router's been hacked. You need to go to such and such number. And I just calmly said, well, we got a problem with that, sir. I don't have an Apple account. I don't have an iCloud. I'm on a laptop. So you're saying you busted in the Comcast router? Because the router's not even mine. It's Comcast's. Boy, he hung up. Never called back either. Pretty weird. After 7 different times, all of a sudden, the calls just ended. And I got hurt. I know most of you know this. I got hurt racing cars. I did. Bad. Almost lost my leg. I can barely walk. I can still walk. I can make it back and forth to the toilet. I can go to Walmart and walk around with a cart and use the cart as a walker. But when it comes to like walking around a mall or an open mall like Peoria's got out here at the shops at Grand Prairie, forget it, man. I can't make it. My foot will start bleeding. And 6 years after surgery, when your foot starts bleeding, there's still something in there. And they MRI'd it. Shit, man, they cut that thing open 4 times and drained it. Had staph infection in it. They used to bitch at me about getting staph infection. I'm looking at them laying in a bed for 63 fucking days, and I'm like, and where did I get the staph infection? Where did staph infection come from? Just questions like that they won't answer because it came from the hospital. Some asshole, probably more than one asshole. And I got to correct myself again. I called someone an asshole. I don't think that this person was an asshole. I think he was the whole ass because he's made my life a living hell. I want to be able to go outside and get it with the kids and play wiffle ball, man. I want to play tag. I want to play hide and seek. They're gone, aren't they? I'm lucky to be sitting in this chair talking to you. And I know I don't have a really good setup right now. All I am is a laptop on the arm of my chair. But actually, because that is the horns of the cuckold, and I will never be cuckolded. If you know what it means. What's the world today, man? Oh, $150 billion is going overseas, but we're all going to get $1,400 a piece. Ain't that great? Nancy didn't get her little subway leading to the bottom of her place. What a shame. What a shame. Poor woman, She's 80 years old. She might have really been a hot piece of ass 55, 60 years ago. You guys know that? She knows how to dress properly. She definitely knows how to hold her booze. Anybody ever look up her alcohol count? It's the highest out of any office in D.C. So her and her little group, they know how to put it down. And as far as handing us $1,400 of our own money, which is going to end up getting taxed 7 times by and our grandchildren are going to have to pay for it. It's our own money anyway. So give me some of my money, tax my kids to pay it back. Stimulus. That's what it is. It's stimulus. They're stimulating the economy by making us go more broke. And you got the hoarders, they think, oh, I'm getting $1,400. I'm going to put it in my bank account. That's not what that money's for, dude. Let me get my fucking big old fucking head in here. It was designed, stimulus means to stimulate the economy. That means to put the money back into the economy. So my PlayStation 4 took a shit. Y'all knew that. I tried to get one, can't buy one nowhere. Because during the riots, which hardly ever even happened in Illinois, Illinois is a bunch of small towns put together. I think the second biggest town in Illinois is Peoria. Peoria is not very big. I mean, it's not small, but really? Everybody fucking rioted and stole all the PlayStations and Xboxes. All I seen people coming out of those stores carrying was 65-inch fucking televisions and Nike tennis shoes, I don't remember seeing one gaming system. So, but they wouldn't lie to us. The government wouldn't lie to us. I was born in the 60s. I'm going to tell you something. I was sprayed with DDT in the swimming pool. DDT is good for you. I can look that up. It's right on YouTube. DDT is good for you. Even has a picture of a man eating a teaspoon of it. So I always loved that fucking song by the Ramones. And I wish they would have went into it a little deeper, DDT did a job on me. Well, what do you think it did to my brain cells? What do you think it did to yours? What do you think it did to yours? Even if he wasn't born yet. DDT's good for you. Here, take this vaccine that we developed in 6 months, but we never did find the host. We never did discover what the fuck is COVID. And it's been a miracle this year, you guys. I know you get tired, but I love sitting here, and I'm not stoned yet today. I have to fix that. I just got up, man. I just wanted to talk to some of you because I saw my buddy Jamie Deluxe went live, and I didn't have a bell on the channel that he was on just because. Love you, Jamie. And, man, you keep me fucking sane sometimes. There's times I want to just go postal. And your talks, your hour talks, your 2-hour talks, they bring me back down. And I really appreciate that. And here, let me get the light out, see if it makes a difference. You guys either like me under the TV lights anyway. There we go. The dumpster in the shade and the shadows. I'm not in the darkness, Julio. I'm standing in the darkness watching. And I'm watching Niagara Falls, as a matter of fact. That's what's on the screensaver. Now it changed. Grand Canyon. Doesn't matter. Do I matter? Does what I say make a difference? I sometimes wonder if it does or doesn't. I know one of you follows me every once in a while. I know YouTube lies, so there's probably a hell of a lot more than one. Man, them motherfuckers, they took accounts from me that had fucking 90,000, 80,000 followers, just the gaming channels. Because when it comes to gaming, I'm not the greatest in the world, but I'm definitely in the top fucking 5,000. I like to win. I like to chop people's heads off with machetes in The Last of Us. Which is, you really think about it. The Last of Us is coming. just about the way Neil Druckmann said it would. It's coming. What are we going to do? We're going to go make flamethrowers. We're going to take a potato gun and make it into a grenade launcher. Hell no, I'm going to go with the machete and the brawler. And I know if you didn't play the game, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But most of you have. Shavers. I watched a little bit of that Oprah interviewing Prince Harry, sorry. Doesn't really matter to me. I could see right through it. You want to know why Prince Harry left? Because they found out they killed his mom and they threatened to do it to his wife. Is it that hard to see? Or am I just some kind of social genius? Didn't come out and ask it, but boy, it was there. She was scared. She was scared it was going to happen to her. Because she's not all white. Well, my birth certificate, it says I'm all white, and I know that not to be true. This is America. This is the great American melting pot. We're the mutts. Our forefathers got dragged out of every fucking country in the world and came here and became a superpower. And that's a fact. I mean, yeah, we shipped off a lot of businesses. We shipped off shit like Caterpillar moved hose plant out of here, moved it to Mexico. Do you think it was because we lost jobs? Or do you think that rubber coming out of that factory was so toxic, we didn't want our fellow Americans to breathe it and go fishing down at the river and catch fucking fish with 3 eyeballs in them? In places like Mexico, China, they don't have OSHA. They don't have any operating standings. They don't care. They don't care about their own people. They're toxic. They'd rather kill them. Our country has the lowest carbon levels in the world. Yet we still keep pushing. We can't use a pipeline. We need them wind turbines that didn't work in Texas. Joe, you're a puppet. Joe, you can't put together a sentence. What are you going to do? I watched Donald Trump leave the White House with the nuclear football in hand. And I haven't seen it since then. So who has it? Because there ain't you just change the code to it, like that fucker on NBC said, Lee, whatever his name is. No, it don't work that way, because if it did, there'd be a little asshole like me on a laptop trying to crack that code, blow up a third world country, blow up our country, blow up another country. I'm implying, I'm not trying to say I would do that, so don't be going saying, hey, this guy threatened to blow up the world, because that's not true. I didn't even threaten to blow up part of the world. I'm just throwing out a situation that I know people that are good enough with the computer that could hack that thing while they were changing the numbers. It don't work that way. So where's the nuclear football? Trump still got it? Trump still got it, has it? He's still the president. I have not once in the 50-some days that this weekend at Bernie's walking fucking robot has been president. And that's true. That's what he is. What are we going to do, people? We all going to die? I'm afraid. In 54 years of life, in the last 2, I have been more afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow than I have in the whole other 54 years. What's going to happen tomorrow? Am I going to say something wrong and get forced off a bridge, get shot in the eye? Won't be no autopsy. I got friends. You murder me, there will be an autopsy. I'll guarantee it. And some of you know what I'm talking about. But live for today. A lot of my friends tell me I live in the past. Well, the music was better, right? The present kind of sucks. Look at the future. Like in the Terminator, the future's not set. We can change it. But it's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take more than a few hundred people rioting. I don't know what the fuck that word is, because they tore down Seattle. They burnt down Michigan, Minnesota, but a couple hundred white people went up to Congress, went up to Senate or whatever. That was a riot. We let it happen. The Nazis all over again. The propaganda machine. I have 120 neighbors, and I can walk down the hill because I live at the top, and I can talk to half of them. And all they believe is what they see on mainstream media. Well, it was on television. Well, it was on television. Well, yeah, it was on television. Smoke and mirrors. Hollywood. TV. We got to stand up, people. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just a 17-minute. Everyone take care. And always remember, to God be the glory. Amen. We will win. I promise.